Hey gang, it's Jurgs. Real quick intro. We're skipping the intro today. Um, oh, I gotta take these out. So I'm trying a wireless mic, which is clearly working, but I'm also listening to earbuds. Um, what's happening is I'm not used to this setup. For those of you that have been following, you know that we usually have a beer during the show, and also this computer kind of died and no longer has my better quality, or no longer has the capability of dealing with my better quality cameras. And it doesn't have, I don't have the boom mic, which is still in the other room, which is the studio. So I thought, well, I'll use the wireless mic, and that seems to be working okay. You know, I can hear myself. It's on a delay, but it is on a delay. So I'm talking, hearing myself, and then I'm hearing what I said 8 seconds ago. So wanted to show everybody what you see in the background is WFLA. That's down in Tampa. There we go. That's down in well, how do weathermen do it, right? That's down in Tampa. And if you have any comments, let's. Where did my thing go? There we go. Remember to do this. If you're using it on Facebook, if you want to be included, make sure you go to streamyard.com/Facebook and click on through that to grant permissions. Also, we're not really going to talk about trading today, but got to do this one also. There we go. That's the usual disclaimer. Let you get a look at that, and I'll be back right after this. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, so let's. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? There was another one that's floating around Facebook right now. I'll get that and I'll put it on later. But there's kind of a funny map. You can see it in the background, actually. Over that shoulder. Um, Obviously, most of you know I'm in Florida, and on the side of the state that doesn't really have hurricanes. And in my first year, we're about to get the biggest hurricane in 101 years. So, welcome to my world. Um, I have for family and friends, and on behalf of dogs that are hacking up, I have a group text. Some of you might be watching from that, family, friends, some local people here that might be checking in on us. Summer wheat is no longer available. They've switched to the Oktoberfest. But yeah, we were anticipating having been gone right now. What happened was, for those of you just learning about Hurricane Ian, it started down in the Caribbean, the Western Caribbean, close to my other place in Belize. Friday is when it popped up on the map as a tropical depression. Over the weekend became a tropical storm and was named Ian. Projections were to go to this. This is the more recent models. This is not what they were initially projecting. What they were projecting, you see that gray line that goes to the R in Sarasota and the T and A in Tampa. That's about as close as it was going to get when it first came to our attention over the weekend. It was supposed to stay out in the Gulf of Mexico and maybe even head towards Louisiana. Literally overnight, it changed, and the Tampa Bay itself, that's the area of water directly below the M in Tampa, was the bullseye for landfall. Now you can see it's even south of Sarasota and just north of Naples. What those different color lines are the various projections that various assorted computer models have calculated to be the likelihood. The gray line on there is coming right through us. We are just north of the A in Tampa, in Hudson. That's still a possibility, and that is still why we will likely leave sooner rather than later. Initially, the trajectory was that it was going to go right up the Gulf Coast, and so we were going to move. My son Zach, the dogs, and I were going to move east, inland, and then south. Well, as you can see now, that's not a good idea, because by the time we get east, we'll be into it. Now we're just going to go, as you'll see in a couple other screenshots that I have, courtesy of WFLA. I got to credit them here. Yeah, put that up. So, and you can get them, by the way, at that's them in the background. They've been on throughout the day. At the top of the hour, they do an update. They're gonna go off the air in a minute, and they're gonna do that update, and we can come back to you guys, give you an idea of. But as you can see now, the darker colors are now to the east and south. That's the spaghetti, what they call a spaghetti model. That let's get rid of this too, so you can actually see it. There we go. This is the Doggy Traders. Here is another change that just happened at the 5 o'clock hour. This is what they call the funnel, and what they use this for is a projection of where it's going to go. It's going to be somewhere in that white gray zone, and as you notice, it looks like a funnel because down at the bottom, where it's sooner rather than later, it's going to be more accurate because there's less likely any opportunity for change. It's going to strengthen into a Category 4, and then right before it hits landfall, it's going to weaken into a 3. That is now outdated. They're expecting to actually hit the Sarasota, Naples area as a 4, and it will immediately drop to a 1. As you see there, it drops from a 3 to a 1 as it hits the Tampa Bay region. Now it's going to hit further south, but when I do another update, you'll see that it will actually start as a 4 once it hits landfall. Here is what our time frame looks like. By 2 o'clock this morning, we should start feeling winds down by that line. So that's even below the Tampa Bay. By 8 o'clock in the morning, it should start hitting the Tampa Bay area. And then by 2 in the afternoon on Wednesday and 8 in the evening on Wednesday, it should be up, and that cone should be past us. Here's a more colorful look at what that looks like. If you see Newport Richey at the top of that screen, we can do it like this too. There you go. Newport Richey, I am just above that. That's like 3 miles south of me and Zach and the dogs. Yeah, here as now, this is a more updated shot. You see that it's going to hit land as a 4. The red area is hurricane force winds of 74 miles an hour or better. The orange area is severe winds at 60 miles an hour or better. And the yellow is the minimum strength for tropical storm winds. That's going to hit us about 10:15 Wednesday morning. Then it's going to go to, and again, that's the actual meteorologist from WFLA. The highest that is going to get is Wednesday night, and that's when we're going to get the severe winds. But that is a flexible zone. We're in what's called, you see Newport Richey, that white area, that the white line that surrounds that area is a county. Those blocks in the state of Florida there are the county outlines. We are in Pasco County. One of the Police Live or some crap like that was Pasco County Sheriff's Department. That's my guys. we're in the northwest corner of that, and we're actually kind of more yellow than orange. So we may never even see any hurricane related weather, just tropical storm. The other good news is that the storm surges for us started at between 5 and 10 feet. We're at 9 feet above sea level. And that 5 to 10 feet is above that. So wherever the water line is. So when that hits high tide tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon, we're going to be screwed. However, that surge has now been lessened to 3 to 5 feet, which is considerably less. That being said, we may go anyway until we see what some of the other lower lying areas do over the next 12 hours. So I think, yeah, that's all the screens I've got. That's the best update I've got. We will be, we will make sure, yep, no comments that, I got Kim, yeah, Kim can see us now. Earlier on, there was, she's new to, she's a friend from home. She's new to, this. Most of you know that I just put I just go to this. And, there's the other overlay, Doggy Traders, and the logo and whatever. That's all that was on when we first came on because I was still prepping some of those slides, but I wanted to be local or be online for everybody. That's where we're at. That's what's probably going to be happening. We have not seen any winds of any. In fact, it's been beautiful weather. I guess that's the calm before the storm. If you see, don't know if you can really see out the window there. Things are blowing from, well, I'll just point. Things are blowing that way. That's actually south. And that is because we are in this, it's coming. We're, the outskirts of it are here. And because it's rotating counterclockwise, it's taking the cold pressure system, or the cold air and the low pressure system that's been pushing from Atlanta and Alabama and Mississippi, from the rest of the mainland. It's been pulling that down, and that's where it's getting its cold air from. That's what's going to help it grow, but it's also what's going to eventually slow it down. So what we thought was that was the actual cold air system pushing south, which is why this was going south of us. And then when I turned into that, I learned that no, the arms of the storm are actually here, and it's just, part of the whirlwind process. So that's where we're at. We're still at home. This is my living room. And I think they're both here now. Yeah, Moby's on the sofa. He's out cold. He's out cold over there. Matrix is behind me. He's directly behind me. We're doing the makeshift look today because a lot of the things are packed in preparation of getting decked. And now, thank God, we don't think it's going to be as bad for us as it will to any friends and family to the south. So that's it. We'll come back a little bit later this evening. Trying to also, I didn't get a chance to do it for this one, but I'll try to get some sort of notification through social media. Let's do that. Yeah. Follow us here, please. Actually, got to get rid of that first. There we go. And, oops. I need a producer to do all this for me. There we go. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. We're still developing the TikTok page for Doggy Traders, but look for that coin. Can also take that off. There we go. Look for that coin that you see, right over there. Boom, that one. Look for that. Doggy Traders is with an S, not a $sign, in all of the call signs or the screen names. We just like the call sign, the $sign there. It looks cool. And once you get into all of those, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know what we could be doing differently, or let us know what you like. I mean, this isn't the actual Doggy Trader show. That'll be back tomorrow at 11 p.m. Central European time. Again, if we're still here, we might be doing it from the phone. I've done that already. Again, back to 11 p.m. Central European time, 5 p.m. here in the States on the East Coast, 2 p.m. on the left coast. That's it for right now. I'm going to go back to watching them a little bit and doing some other prep and packing. This isn't as organized as what it like. There's a bunch of towels that we folded and got. What's the advisory? Yeah, it's just what we know, and that's what's going to happen. If it's not already, it's going to be a Category 3, maybe even as much as a 4, and that it's going to die down. So our biggest concern at this point is the surge. That is what would be causing a lot of the life-threatening situation. But we'll see what happens with that. And you are rapidly replacing Susie as my Facebook stalker. But thanks, and I appreciate your concern. I'm joking about the stalker thing, but we will stay safe. We will not be tough or a Floridian or whatever the other shit. We'll be smart, and I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. If I think it's time to leave, we're out of here. So, stay tuned. We'll try to get you on the social media, but by all means, please, especially the Twitter. That's the most recent or most rapid. But also turn on the notifications for YouTube. You can really get us on 3 different Facebook channels. The Doggy Traders page, the Yerger Group page, and my personal profile. Same thing for YouTube. You can get us on all 3 of those. And then on my personal profile for LinkedIn, you can get this video on LinkedIn. Go to the Doggy Traders page on LinkedIn. Start by going to my profile, and my occupation there is that I'm the host of the Doggy Traders. Click on Doggy that for us. We cannot broadcast this on our LinkedIn page until we hit 150 subscribers, and we're about halfway there. So it's a very new page. Broadcasting, live streaming on LinkedIn is also a very new thing. Give us that support, and we will help you learn day trading, crypto investing, and how to read those respective markets. So that's it for now. We will definitely see you later on tonight, and probably mobile through my phone throughout the week. Trade crazy, trade safe, be safe, and we'll see you again soon.